everyone. You're listening to Another Way Around, the AwayCast. This is Johnny A for AwayCast number... What the hell are we on?
Like 24.
25. Hey, Dan, thanks. You weren't even here last week, and you know it's 25.
Yeah, I'm shit.
I don't know if you noticed, but I'm here with Dan Devine.
Bonjour.
Bonjour, sir.
Bonjour, monsieur.
I don't know any French. Greg?
Greg's
Martian. Cool. Very groovy.
All right, I'm glad we're keeping things earthly. And Josh Hinkey's here.
Guten Morgen. What up, y'all?
Okay, that was just also an alien language. Dude,
No,
this
that
probably
is German,
listen,
you racist motherfucker.
You know what this sounds like? We probably sound like the worst nerd podcast. Like, oh, let's speak Klingon. The Big Bang Theory.
Comicon week.
It's Comicon week. You guys like the Big Bang Theory? It is Comicon week, fellas. How's everybody doing?
Fantastic.
Good, Dan? We missed you last week. How's
I
everything?
missed you guys too. Everything's great. Everything's fantastic.
What have you been up to?
GTA. That's it. It's my full-time job now.
All right. Well,
Well, congratulations.
Thanks.
That's not the job.
professional GTA playing major tournaments.
I've gone pro with GTA.
I'm proud of you, man. At least I'm glad we gave you the week off last week. This way.
I have a whole new life.
Oh no! I see some out of the corner of my eye.
Greg's
Who is that?
bought somebody.
Hello, everybody. It's me. Hello, Greg.
Oh no! Hey, what's up, Pillow Greg?
Oh, nothing, John. I just change my accent every time I talk.
That's all right, Pillow Greg. Where's real Greg?
I'm right here.
What did real Greg do this week?
I didn't do any. Everyone's talking about GTA. I'm not. I've only played about an hour of it. I am going to be very quiet today.
Well, what have you been? That's not any different than usual. But
Sure.
what,
I am not always quiet. That
An
is
hour
such
play. You live in this
bullshit.
world. You'll have plenty of
What have you
opinions
been up
to
to?
hurl in here.
recording music?
Yeah, I've been doing some music stuff. I got my buddy. You heard from last week. Ricky's here from Ohio for a little bit, and I'm just. I went to a strip club.
Which one?
Oh,
Congratulations.
Thank you.
in GTA or in real life?
Oh, in real life, I went to a real life strip club.
That makes it 2 strip clubs in 2 weeks because
So
you went to the GTA one last week.
It was called Pumps. It's in
Dude,
I'm
I know
aware of it.
Pumps. You've been to Pumps. It's
Yeah.
in Bushwick, everybody.
Bushwick, yeah. And it was that was something else. That was a lot of fun. It was kind of fun, but me and Ricky actually had to talk about this. Strip clubs are kind of stupid. Also,
Yeah, they're absolutely
it's
stupid.
like a torture chamber for men.
Yeah, I don't understand. It's a very strange world we live in now. I think it's like an older generation's thing. Now that we all have porn and instant satisfaction and easy online sex, it's like, I'm going to go to a strip club and waste hundreds of dollars.
Seriously, I'm gonna waste all this money and just be tortured by these women. I just don't understand.
I think if you go to a strip club with the right reasons, like just a bar where tits are on the side when you want to look at them.
It's a bar where beers are $11.
The only way
really?
strip clubs
Yeah,
make
and there's like admission to get in, possibly a line. It can be a lot.
Oh, who wants to deal with that?
Isn't Pumps the one on the bridge?
Yeah, it's right on the
Oh
bridge.
man, that can get pretty. When did you go? What time did you go?
It was late. It was like 1 a.m.
Oh, so you probably had a good. I mean, I've never been there, but
The girls there were primo.
Top notch, yeah.
in that, well, they probably had the lights.
They just hire hipster bitches.
Yeah, no, they're all
Brooklyn.
They were all like really attractive.
That's true.
Yeah, I've met pump girls like out in the world.
I'm surprised because in that like I work close to over there. There's a lot of strip clubs in that area.
Yeah.
Like there's Pump and Rouge and Goldfingers, something like that. That was good. You spent a lot of money.
Have you guys ever been to like a backwater strip club? Like one of the really, really like
I went
when
to-
you're driving on the highway and you see just a giant warehouse that's a strip club?
I went to a place called Cafe Royale when I was under. I wasn't even supposed to get into it. I was only like 18. I think you had to be 21 to get in.
Last year.
Yeah. I wish. And then and all the girls, none of them spoke English.
Nice.
Yeah. I was terrified.
Good.
I was very scared.
Sounds like a great time. No, I have to go to a backwater strip club. I haven't. It's like a clearly a bucket list thing. It'll be a story. Everybody.
I'll pass.
I feel like the backwater strip clubs are probably better than
do a
these
little
more
math.
like polished establishments because the backwater ones they probably still hold on to the true, sketchy strip club
Topless,
myths.
bottomless.
Exactly.
Yeah, they definitely hold on to the sketchy nature of the strip club. Yeah, and topless, bottomless.
Like
I
the
went
champagne
to
room,
smoking parliaments
the champagne
on
room,
stage.
the special room, the VIP room. You pay an extra $40, you get a little You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
$40.
Maybe it dropped just $100. Whatever. It depends on what
It's that real dirty, gross side of having, being a dude. Like you could get down with that once in a while in your life.
They only go. I just had a conversation about this. They only go bottomless if it's BYOB, like in Atlantic City in New Jersey.
You got to come to Minnesota. Over here, they don't get zero fucks. Zero
Right.
fucks they're given.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
bottomless. They're serving you the $8 drinks.
These girls are up there cutting themselves. It's just absolute mayhem.
It's anarchy.
Basically,
You
they'll
can
just
rent a
they'll do
boy,
whatever you want if you just slip
kill
them a
a man.
$5 bill.
Can I
It's
slip
easy.
her 100 to cut herself on me?
Oh.
Yeah, I think so.
That took a dark turn.
It always does, doesn't it, Josh?
Yeah, I guess.
So you went to a strip club. Cool. Is that are we? Is that public? I mean, you just told everyone
Yeah,
in
I
the
don't
world.
care.
You
I'm
know?
not. Yeah, all 29 of our listeners.
Fuck that. If we're in a post-feminine world where girls can be burlesque
I went
dancers
with
and
a
express
girl.
their
I
sexuality,
went with a girl.
Go. It's cool. That's cool now. You can go with
Yeah.
a girl to a strip club.
Yeah.
I've had an OkCupid date at a strip club.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Dan
Like
picked
a
up.
first
Dan picked up his
OkCupid
date after she got out of work.
Yeah. Yo, baby.
That'd be awesome. Some of those
I
girls
wish.
were primo.
Yeah, no. Just it was a funny OkCupid date idea.
I'm trying to play Grand Theft Auto right now while we're doing this, and in order to get to online, you have to hit A at the right time, and I've literally restarted the game.
Why? Why don't you just go to it while
It's,
How do you do that?
you just switch to your online character when you get into the story mode?
Yeah, you can do it from the pause menu in the regular game.
Oh, okay.
But that said, we'll get into GTA, but it's a little.
Should be a menu.
Yeah, it's a little annoying.
Yeah.
You don't have I see what they were doing. It's in the effort of making this super seamless, incredible package where you just turn your Xbox and you're in the fucking game immediately. But it's flawed when you have options that you want to do.
Yeah.
It's
Especially when it
GTA's
takes
nature.
5 minutes to get you into the solo game.
Seriously, yeah. There's a lot of waiting sometimes in GTA.
Gives and takes, though.
It gives and takes. Overall, not a. It's definitely giving more than it's taking in the end.
Since you all asked, I had a wedding on Saturday.
No way, I was at a wedding on Saturday.
Yeah, you were attending. I had to shoot one.
wedding.
Imagine. I think I got you. You were eating cake, Josh. I took pictures of you eating cake.
Oh, it was good cake. It was gingerbread cake.
Oh, was it? I wish I was at your wedding then. I had, they serve, when you work a wedding, when you do photography for a wedding, you get, while everyone's eating, you get to eat whatever's left, really. And they give you plates, they serve you dinner, whatever. The catering
You
hall.
and the homeless of New York.
Yes,
right?
exactly. I had the worst piece of tuna steak I have ever had in my entire life.
Did you get sick, man?
Kind of
That sounds terrible.
kind of like Greg at the strip club.
Did you have the Clams Casino at the strip club, buddy?
Oh, it wasn't that bad.
Dude, you had bad seafood? That's the worst kind of food to have. That's
Well,
Yeah,
bad.
especially fish. That's disgusting.
It wasn't.
Yeah,
it
if
wasn't.
you're gonna have bad seafood, if it's fish, boom, horrible.
If it wasn't spoiled, like it was just really overcooked. So I guess it's not bad because I'm not going to get sick from it.
that's
But it was
better.
like really, it was dry fish.
Ugh, that's so rough to work through, like an overcooked salmon or a tuna.
I was just drinking water, like trying to get it down. It was awful. But
There's no meat option for you.
there was, but like when they certain catering halls, it's like they put 3 dishes out, and I have to go with my assistant, the video guy, and whoever sits down at what plate gets what. I guess they knew the fish was bad.
Ooh, they burned you.
That sounds like a code word for something. Get out. The fish is bad. The fish is bad. Exit now. Exit now. The fish is bad. Yeah, the wedding was good though. It was actually for a friend of mine who works in the fire department. So all the fire department guys were really fun.
Nice.
Yeah, it was
I bet they are. I'm sure firemen are fun at a wedding.
They did.
Never forget.
Did they get drunk? Huh?
No. Firemen don't drink.
No. They're fucking all Dennis Leary. Every one of them.
They did a Harlem Shake.
Of course.
So like,
Is that a new wedding thing? Is this a wedding phenomena? Is
no.
it Macarena
Well-
status?
like that fad came and went in like 2 weeks with like 100 videos.
It did.
More than that.
It did.
But
I feel like it extinguished very quickly, though.
That's how things last now. That's the life length of the half-life of internet videos.
Actually, I just realized there was no Gangnam Style played at the wedding I was at this Saturday. I'm pretty pissed about that.
Oh, well, let me tell you about my Gangnam Style experience, huh? So Gangnam Style comes on, and wouldn't you know it, there's an Asian guy at the party.
Oh.
And everybody on the dance floor looked at him and was like, you. And he was like, what? And then he broke down Gangnam Style like I've never seen before in my life. Dude, he was so sick, nasty. It was insane. He must have been Korean.
So it was like
He must
a
have
bunch
known.
of...
He must like when that happened, he must have been like, I'm taking this crown. I have to wear this now.
He probably went up to the DJ, was like, do me a favor, slip in Gangnam Style. I'm going to come out in like 5 minutes.
See, so I thought that was going to be a really racist story. He's going to be embarrassed, but no.
No, it turns out he
their
fulfilled the
stereotypical racist ideas really paid off dividends this time.
Exactly. He was awesome. He was very energetic. He had sunglasses on already. He had like a suit on. You know, he just played the part perfectly, and everyone went crazy.
Yeah, if you respond that well.
Everyone was like, how much did they pay to get Psy to come here? This is a great wedding. All right. But, okay. Real quick. So Josh brought up to me, actually, Josh should be a little embarrassed. You should, Josh, because you're the one who brought up Extra Life to me. Why don't you tell me what Extra...
Oh, don't I know? We'll get to this.
Why don't you tell me what Extra Life is?
So Extra Life is a charity. Is the event called Extra Life or the charity is called Extra Life?
The event, the charity, the main charity, I guess, is Extra Life. But then you can choose, you can choose your hospital of choice.
Yeah.
So,
and it's for the Children's Miracle Network. Extra Life is raising money for the Children's Miracle Network with a 24-hour video game marathon happening November 2nd.
Now, I had no idea about this thing. Apparently, it's been going on for 2 years, 3, 4 years now, a couple of years.
Yeah.
And Josh brought it up to me and was like, yeah, man, we should do this. And I thought it was a really cool idea. So I jumped on it, and I got a couple.
And Johnny Azalona rings the bell, and people come bring in money. Like, I literally, Johnny just calls out to Facebook. He says, hey, anyone got some extra money they want to donate to this cause? They come running. I sent an email to my family begging, just being like, please donate anything you have. I'll skip birthdays and Christmases. I'll do anything for charity. And my mom calls me to try and get her Adobe Reader working on her computer. I'm like, hey, Mom, you going to donate to that charity thing I sent? And she's like, oh, I mean, maybe. When is it again? And this is my family. This is my social network who just are kind of like children and charities. I don't know. Money's tight these days. So, yeah.
Yeah, I felt guilty overtaking you by such a large margin, Josh.
It's ridiculous.
Everyone's been incredibly, incredibly generous. I think I'm at $840 now, something like that. The boss at my job, Ben, from Ovation in Store, he donated a fat lump sum to get the jump off going. But then I had people from my family. I had my grandma pitched in, my aunt, like my immediate family, dad, mom. My grandma was sick in the hospital, and she managed to donate some money.
Jesus.
She crawled to the ATM.
I gotta do this for John's charity.
Yeah, exactly.
And then left amazing messages like, I'm so proud, of my grandson for doing this. Meanwhile, my family's like, I don't know, the fuck ups over there doing something.
So
can't reach a little deeper, Granny? You gotta
come on, what else you got?
What else you got?
Give me some of that gum. So to elaborate a little more about what Josh said, I can't do it on November 2nd, so I'm doing it next Saturday, October 19th, I believe it is. I'm going to do the 24-hour gaming marathon.
Where you hosting that from?
From 8 to 8. We're having it at my apartment. I'm only want maybe a dozen people max, because I don't want a party. I just want it to be friends playing games, having fun, and we'll be live streaming it. We'll set something up where it's live stream. But the competition that I wanted to run was that with the AwayCast, the person who raised the most was going to take a pie in the face to equal what Josh did months back when he lost the bet about what Xbox was going to be called with me.
Yeah.
But I also said, Josh, we're not doing a blueberry crumble, bro. We're doing like a pie, like a Nickelodeon slapstick.
And it's whoever raises the most. So basically you are now taking a pie to the face, right? You are the front runner at this point?
Unless you think you can overtake me.
Let me tell you, the Josh Hinkey friends and family, they're not quick, but they are generous. They will get here eventually. They'll show up. I swear.
Well, let me tell. I'm doing it next weekend because all Halloween festivities are happening on November 2nd, because Halloween falls on a Wednesday this year.
So the weekend's getting taken over.
So November 2nd is kind of shot.
I'll still be doing it November 2nd. I'll get on there and
I'm gonna watch you for 24 hours, Josh.
just stare. Like Kate's like, "Hey, John, are we gonna go to that Halloween party?" You're like, "No, I have to make sure Josh is playing every minute of this."
You're fired, Josh. That's it. It's over. So at the end of, I guess, next week, actually, we're podcasting this week, Josh, when you come down for Comicon, because I was supposed to have a list ready to say everyone's names that donated, but we're gonna do that on the next podcast.
Cool.
So cool.
Those heroes out there.
Yeah, so if anybody wants to donate, feel free to give Josh a bump.
Yes, just send your money to me. John doesn't need it. I need an upper after this.
And Kate's on there too. So Kate actually has more money than Josh.
Easily. God damn.
Should we tell everyone?
Dude, thank you to the one person who's donated to me thus far. You're amazing. I'm very happy.
Should we tell everyone the truth
What's the truth
about the charity?
Oh. That we're using it to...
It's next-gen console money for us.
Yeah, that's all it is.
That's actually
And
really
we're
clever.
happy
I'm
to
sure
take
everyone will be
it.
really happy about that.
Yeah.
Oh, those boys with their sick children schemes. They're so funny. They're so clever.
Yeah. No, it's actually going to charities. Just want to put that out there.
We're not sunny in Philadelphia.
Josh,
cast.
which charity are you doing? Which hospital?
I'm doing St. John's in Chicago.
Cool.
St. John's Children's Hospital.
And John is doing St. Josh's.
St. Josh
No
Hinkies.
way.
Yeah.
Wow.
St. Hinky.
St. Hinkies.
There is no Saint Hinky.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
What are you named after then?
What are the Hinkies named after?
I don't really
Yeah, what
care.
does that
I don't
name
really want to
mean?
get it.
Yeah,
really
no
wanna
one
know?
cares about this.
I do.
Some German hordes that migrated to Europe and fought their way to
A
America.
German whore that migrated to America?
Horde with a D, but whore
horde.
works too.
There were whores in that horde.
Probably.
Probably. I'm going to be playing for Children's Hospital at Albany Medical. So at something like that. I don't know. It's Albany though.
Why'd you
our,
choose
it's our
that
capital.
one?
Because there was nothing that was local, and I figured Albany is the capital.
Of New York.
Yeah. So I figured.
There were no children's
it's the-
hospitals in New York?
No, like not much on Long Island. I thought there was one.
Wow.
Yeah, all our kids are like really healthy and rich and shit. So.
Yeah, nobody gives.
Either that or you just left them. You're just like, well, that's a hopeless cause. We're just moving on.
Exactly.
Move on to Albany.
We're stepping over all the New York murders and stuff. I mean, that's what happens. Survival of the fittest out here. So, yeah, basically. And Kate is doing St. Louis. So,
Nice.
feel free to help in the run there, guys.
You guys are heroes.
Yeah,
You bring
whatever.
it in.
It's cool. It feels good. Like,
That's awesome.
It's a very small amount of money compared to the big. Like Reddit has like 14 grand already, and even Giant Bomb has more than us. But you know, obviously they're going to have more than us. It's
Yeah.
just.
I don't think it's fair to say even Giant Bomb has more than us. Like
Yeah.
Giant Bomb can reach millions of people instantly.
Yeah.
So
Well, we were in the top like 90 for a little while,
Oh, wow.
which out of 2,000 was really good.
Fuck yeah.
We'll see for next week, but
it's all right. Here they come. The Hinky constituents are coming. They're coming.
the hordes of Hinkies, whores.
The hordes and whores of Hinky.
Oh, there's so many.
It sounds like an indie title. The hordes and whores of Hinky. So, Josh, before we jump back into GTA, tell me a little bit about Rain.
Oh, we're
Let's
gonna
just
do
segue
Rain
right
before
into it.
GTA?
Yeah, let's
Okay.
do Rain first, because GTA. Dan, I know Dan wants to talk about GTA quite a bit since you didn't have the opportunity last week.
Yeah. No,
Sure.
it's no rush.
Yeah, no
Well,
runs.
and
It's that Rain.
Rain's a short little title that we can get in and get out of pretty quick. Rain is the latest release from Studio Japan, and you start as a boy who follows a girl into this magical door, as you know, little boys do. And when he steps through this door, he's transported to a world where he's invisible. But lucky, it's always raining, so he can see himself in the rain. There are also these specter-esque demons that are in this world. And you can also only see them in the rain. If they step out of the rain, you can't see them. And they are chasing this boy. So it's this kind of puzzle platformer stealth blend where you're trying to, if you like step under awnings or like through doorways, no one can see you because you've gone invisible. You're out of the rain. Then when you step back into the rain, you're able to see yourself. It's super endearing. It's from Studio Japan, who just did Puppeteer, which we all thought was meh. But, you know, they also did Ape Escape and Patapon and Tokyo Jungle. And they're known for weird little titles like this. And this is thankfully much better. Like, it's a great concept in the same way that Puppeteer was. This feels more fully fleshed out. It's also much shorter. There's not a lot of time to tire of what they're doing.
So is that the core mechanic of the game, the fact that you can be seen and not be seen in the rain?
Yeah, I mean, there's some minor platforming stuff, and the platforming feels pretty garbagey, but it's all super easy. So, like, they give you really terrible angles. It all kind of has that, like, PlayStation 1 feel to it, like kind of how Resident Evil has that fixed camera, and the angles can get really bad on it sometimes.
Right.
And so that makes the platforming very, very difficult. But they actually play with that, like, see and unseen formula a lot. And like they keep it fresh. Like they'll bring you from level to level. And it's like in this level now, the monsters are going to hide and you have to try and avoid the monsters who are invisible.
So there's a slight variable to each. How long is the game?
It's like 4 to 5 hours.
And it's about a $15 title, I think.
$15, yeah.
On PlayStation Network. Only PlayStation Network, right?
Only PlayStation Network. It's, I know that sometimes people, like when you have shorter games like this, that can be a negative thing that they're so short. But I felt like this was the perfect amount of time to spend messing around with that mechanic. Like if they had bloated it to like a 20-hour affair, this game would have gotten really boring.
Right. So with a name like Rain, just like the noun Rain, it seems like it would be something hyper emotional. And you said that's the biggest positive of the game, right? Is that it tugs at, it's endearing, tugs at your heartstrings a bit.
Super endearing. I mean, and like, I think that to this point, some of the stuff that they're doing, like it's the story about two children, this boy and this girl in this world, trying to figure out how to get back to their bodies and how to like get back to the world where they can be seen. And it can get a little heavy handed sometimes and sounds like, it sounds like indie garbage when you say it. And sometimes it feels a little bit like indie garbage, but like I said, they don't spend too much time lingering on it. They just make it like these short, cute little cutscenes and then just move you on, keep you going through the game so that you can, just kind of take it all in one point. And the aesthetic, like, with it always raining and always being gloomy and dark, it has the threat of getting overbearing. But they play with it like with light, and they play with what light does in the world really well to keep the aesthetic fresh. There are flaws to this game for sure, but I think for me personally, they were very easy to overlook. Like I took them, I noted them, but I was like, I'm just enjoying this world so much that I really don't care.
It seems like despite other flaws, they pace it so well that you overlook things maybe.
Yeah, definitely. And like all the levels are just challenging enough where you feel like you're not breezing through it, but you also never feel like you're stuck anywhere. Like, right. Which is good. It's the last fucking thing you want in this dreary, dark, dingy world with these, so platform mechanics. You just never want to feel like you're stuck. And so they just keep you going. They just keep you, funneling through the experience. And, the like way they tie it all together. It's a game that, to me personally, feels like more than the sum of its parts. I thought that was really impressive for something that was $15, 5 hours, quick to play through. Especially, I love GTA, but coming off something like GTA, which is pour hours and hours and learn the mechanics and learn how to do this and, make sure that you're tailoring your gameplay nice and specific to have something that was just this nice, quick little, childlike adventure through this world was really awesome.
Is there any replay value at all to it?
No. Literally, it's just you get your 5 hours out of it, and I don't think I'll ever play it again. I don't feel like I can wholeheartedly recommend it to someone and say, like, you must play this game, but I just personally really enjoyed my time with it.
Sounds cool. I might check it out if they include it on, like, in PSN, PS Plus or something like that. I haven't had the time to.
It really feels like a game that would benefit from being lumped into a bundle or something like that.
Well, have you put any more time into GTA?
I've put a lot more time into GTA.
Well, you have it on PlayStation, don't you?
No, I have it on Xbox.
Really? I haven't seen you on because I was on. I signed on to try to play with your roommate, actually.
Yeah, because he was telling me about that, and like you did a crew invite at one point, and for some reason I didn't get that invite, and I don't know what happened. I mean, the game's been glitchy, but me and Ty we played a ton of it last week.
Dan, did you also play a ton of it?
You could say that. I played several.
Hey, Josh, what level are you?
I am 17.
I am 16.
I have a level 40 character. 42.
Well, go ahead and tell him why, Dan.
Yeah, I mean, that's only half my work. I would have a level 20 character if it was just me, but my roommate, I have a roommate, he hurt his ankle this week, and he's on his ass for the last like 4 or 5 days. So he's just been doing nothing but playing GTA and grinding my character.
Oh,
And
that's awesome.
We figured out like every angle, every exploit. We had an exploit going that we played all night, and then they patched it the next that morning.
Shit, I forgot I was going to say something about GTA levels.
Well, do you want to
Help
start
me.
at the beginning? Because
Help
it was
me.
a rocky start for GTA Online.
Shooting.
Okay.
Well, we can start way at the beginning with story mode.
Well, we started that already. So
I heard you guys your gripes and ups and downs about it. In short, I thought it was fantastic. But I see your major points about the major twists in the game not really being like a prevalent scripted animated point was a little strange, and yeah, it closed down at the end. But I think this world is so fleshed out and so it connects so well. Like they reached a level that they were nowhere near before. And like they did a pretty good job. Like it's by and far the most like authentic, video game story kind of thing I've seen in a little while.
The way I described it was just organic. Like it felt the most organic of any open world game that I've ever played.
Organic for sure. It organic in the way that it influenced me to follow its storyline too. Like I thought if everything flowed in an organic manner. The best thing they did for me with these characters, like their fleshed out personalities. These are 3-dimensional characters, like real filmic level cinematic characters, you could say, and their personality types are finally make sense with the things that you would do normally as a GTA player. There's a meshing of like Michael, the old crook who's going big and doing crazier things, and the young gangster that wants to make a name for himself, and Trevor, the psychopath. Like those are all great archetypes to like connect you as a player to what you're doing.
Right.
Like I can imagine these characters doing the things I'm controlling them and making them do. So it makes sense and just like connected with me on a visceral level, and like the story and my gameplay with it all tied together. I actually felt like there was something at stake, and the gameplay was really visceral in that way.
Well, I remember the first week that it came out, someone posted a picture saying like one of them's the super ego, one of them's the ego, and one of them's the id. So
definitely
like
something like that.
Right.
It's
So
like a classic triad.
Exactly. So it satisfies everything in your head that wants you to enjoy a visceral experience as such.
Well, yeah, you have the player is really Franklin. I say Franklin's kind of like your center point.
Yeah, because you're kind of like a spectator at times,
and you want to do something with yourself. You want to make, you just want advice and how to make it. And then Michael's like, if you're a veteran gamer or something, and he gives advice to the newcomer in the play. And then Trevor's just deep in the lizard brain, all of us, it just wants to act out on every impulse.
He's Greg smashing the car down roads and fucking doing backflips.
Yeah, now. I thoroughly enjoyed. I was so hooked immediately. I haven't had this good of a time turning a game on from the start screen and just listening to everything that's said and like really investing myself. And it was so easy. It was cinematic. I can't believe how authentic the dialogue was from the get-go. The first missions with Lamar and Franklin, Lamar's fucking hilarious. It was like The Wire. I couldn't believe that a video game really nailed like street dialogue.
Well,
they killed it.
Are you aware of how they attained that?
Not really. No, I don't know shit about
what happened
the
was the writers at Rockstar wrote dialogue. Then they brought in some dudes from the streets of like LA and shit, and they were like, "Is this stuff you guys would say?" And they were like, "No." And
exactly, a bunch of white guys that make video games don't know what they had to get research.
So they brought people.
Guys from Wire did that too. They like rode with cops, talked to criminals, and to write that shit. Yeah. So that's really funny.
That
what
makes
they
sense. That's why it felt super authentic, and like we said last week, it's not really like the story had its the crux of the story fell flat for me. The whole the turning point, as in every GTA, there's a turning point. I felt like it was not that it wasn't emblazoned, because I don't need that. I don't want to sound like I'm an idiot, but it lacked the emotional peak that other GTA games had.
Really? I guess Vice City I don't really remember 4's. I beat 4's. Did it have a big turn like that?
Oh, there's a point where Nico gets betrayed. I don't remember.
Maybe it was a limited. It's hard for me to do justice to 4. I think 5 is just so much farther beyond. I don't even count 4 anymore. But 4 was a pretty groundbreaking game when it came out. I think there was just limitations in the animation and production to I didn't feel them as real characters or something. I didn't invest them in the way I invest in a film or something. But 5,
especially
I had no problem with
Rockstar
that.
in and of themselves have grown a lot with their motion capture in these games.
I think
from
they've
4 to 5
also-
for sure.
Exactly. So they're fleshed out in their production methods, but I think they've also dug deeper and allowed themselves to write more complicated, interesting characters that you can actually, feel empathy for. Nico was starting to get that, but everyone was kind of characters. If GTA 4 was a film, it'd be a B film. It wouldn't be.
I'd say Red Dead Redemption, John Marston was one of the best GTA characters I've ever had.
I agree, and that was after GTA 4. Red Dead Redemption was was Rockstar leveling up and maturing. You could feel it. That was a really good story alone.
And that was actually
outside of the game.
When it came to GTA 5, instead of comparing it to GTA 4, because like you were saying, there's just GTA 4 basically came out at the beginning of the console cycle, whereas GTA 5 is coming out at the end. I compared it a lot more to Red Dead Redemption, which I felt was just paced a lot better than 5.
Okay. I mean, I can see that. And it's like comparing, the good, the bad, and the ugly with a new modern film or something.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
They had a different thing going on. I think GTA 5, they finally refined a million different mechanics where everything to me feels arcade level fun and playable, but nuanced with a real level of difficulty underneath. And it locked me in on every level. The driving is also impeccable. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but that's the first thing I noticed. This is Gran Turismo controls.
Driving
right now.
feels a lot better. A lot better.
Less boxy. Dan said it earlier that in GTA 4 you feel like you're driving a boat everywhere, which is definitely true.
I still felt like the flying was cumbersome. I still had lots of problems whenever I had to fly.
It's realistic, though. You can't fault it for that.
Well, do you remember trying to fly the Dodo? It was impossible. It would count the seconds you kept it up because no one could. So they had to streamline it, but also keep it difficult to stick with their construct of what flying has been in these games. It's you found the plane, sick. Now it's all right, buy 6 helicopters, a plane. You want a jet ski?
Right. No, they're limiting you in this one. Not in the single player, but online, because they're going to sell us.
So GTA Online obviously had a rough start. The internet exploded for a full day.
I actually was miraculously lucky. I haven't played. Clearly, I have this as a high level character. I've only had maybe 2 hours worth of trouble on this past Sunday.
Right.
I have really gotten on there.
There were people that just could not get on. So I logged on earlier in the day, and I think what happened was I got to about an hour into the multiplayer, so it got me past that threshold of everyone trying to get into that one first race mission where everyone was getting stuck.
That Lamar race is the one that gives everyone trouble.
God
right.
Damn. Yeah, I got it right at the right time.
So I didn't have trouble at all, but I know, it's a launch of a massive... The highest selling game ever almost at this point.
I think it's completely forgivable, and this is the way games are released now. I'm not all butthurt about at Rockstar or anything. This is an incredible experience and a scale we've never seen before. Nobody's ever sold this many copies of a game. There isn't enough server space for them to even have available. They couldn't even stress test for 20, 30 million players.
Well, like Josh just said, we've become accustomed to this at this point. Oh, you said, Dan, we've become accustomed to online releases, and companies have taken the brunt of it on the chin to pave the way for okay, guys, give it a few days. People know, guys like us, we've been playing games forever and PC games, and we know when servers are crowded and what
I've just been on the bleeding edge of technology so long that you just have to come to expect some short change. You can't have everything be amazing and have no drawbacks to any of it.
Let's face it, it's not Sim City where it was broken for a week,
right.
I played the fuck
nearly
out of this
a month with Sim City.
Yeah, that was way worse. That was EA's dropping a deuce on the gaming world.
Yeah.
That was real bad.
They're still having discussion about how they want to make that. They're making it offline, but they're still going to cap the city. So I don't know. What a fucking train wreck.
Holy moly. They're still figuring that out?
Yeah.
How many people bought that game? I mean, a lot of people love SimCity.
It's the same thing they're doing with Diablo. Like, they're trying to fucking patch a leaked hole that's rusted out. Like,
Dude, Diablo players got the shaft too. I think in the world of all of these big, fat, ridiculous releases, we got it pretty sweet. And there's a lot of complaints. I even have some about what happened to me in online play and random things. But overall, I'm super, super satisfied. But continue with the...
But it's expected at this... Like you said, it's expected. So, anyway, once everyone started, they patched, obviously, because actually the biggest problem was PS3. PS3 did not have an easy time with their networks.
No surprise.
Yeah, I wasn't... I think you have to know at this point not to go. If you're going with the biggest release of a game between these two systems, it's clear you should get the Xbox with the very...
Right. But some people
verified online play.
Some people that only have one console, everyone wants to play GTA. Sorry, PC gamers for now until next year probably, right. But
well, at the same exact time I bought GTA, I managed upon a really good sale for a used PS3 and I was really tempted like, "Oh, should I get a new game for my PS3 that's GTA?" And I backed out though. Mostly cuz all of you guys are on. Mm-hmm. I know you're going to be on Xbox, so there's no reason for me to join the PlayStation, but I was tempted for just a moment there.
Some people on PlayStation had issues where
glad I didn't.
They would log off their online character and it would delete their save for their single player campaign.
What?
Yeah, there was a lot.
It's like the worst nightmare of all that are coming true for the gamers out there.
That just happened to, there are people who are doing reviews, like professional reviews of GTA Online who logged in, I think it was either today or yesterday, and their characters were just gone. Like their online characters were just gone.
Yeah, that happened. I mean, Greg was only level 4, but he logged on before and
gone. It wasn't there. Gone. Yeah.
So I haven't logged on in a few days. I'm worried to even jump on because I had enough invested in it. Like, I was level 17. That's a couple hours.
I don't even turn mine off. I haven't turned my Xbox off in a week.
So anyway, the online, once you get going, you do your first introductory mission as if you've never played the single player, basically. And they take you through a race mission with Lamar.
I thought it was pretty cute.
Yeah, no, it was cute. The way they bring you into they have a nice little montage leading you in with some music. It was kind of cool. You can tell they're trying to bridge the gap between single and multiplayer by giving you an introduction. There's a title card for GTA Online. I
give them a lot of credit. I mean, they really built... I've never seen anything like that, especially on a console. This sort of completely guided and well thought out and thorough, complex.
Did either of you guys create a girl character?
Yeah, I did. I did just to see what Lamar would do.
I'm playing one right now.
That was actually one of my favorite things about it was, so often in that game, everyone's reacting to this male character and, very much acting like, hey, bro, doing that type of stuff. To have these guys like Simeon and, Gerald and Lamar react to a female character was awesome. It was just a really nice, fresh take on how those characters interact with each other often.
Yeah, I totally agree. It was awesome to see that they did that level of that. Rockstar is very aware, very clever and super socially aware, constantly making comments, by the way the game functions.
Mm-hmm.
It's a parachute. If you jump off a high spot, it'll open.
Yeah. I love climbing these mountains. I couldn't I can't believe you couldn't do this on the Xbox in the beginning. It takes a while to unlock the secrets of all of these processors or whatever. But damn, the Xbox could have always rendered this level of geometry in a sandbox game. I can't believe it.
Yeah, with software updates as well,
Yeah, it just has gotten better. I'm just wholly impressed. I really haven't played a ton of games over the last 2-3 years in the Xbox and stuff, and I just feel like I bought a new system.
That's what's great for you. Dan, is jumping back into game, which is good because we have a different perspective.
Yeah. I was a long time gamer, so I was a very little kid. But as I, got into the professional world and worked a lot more, I just kind of took absence from it a little bit. But now I'm pretty much back in. So
he hasn't been on the journey with Xbox and PlayStation in this current generation, that the steps that they've taken to even listening to you talk about certain aspects of GTA, certain other games have done it in other ways. And
I'm aware of that. GTA is doing this Apple with the iPhone, just taking all the greatest features from the sea of smartphones and just usurping them and making a perfect package of what everybody wants.
Right.
And I know other games have probably done other aspects of this game a bit better.
But this is an evolution of all those things.
It's clearly an evolution of all those things. But especially they have set the bar. I think this compares to me, a good analogy is a new Daft Punk album. What the
hell's the name of it?
Jesus.
Random Access
Access Memories, RAM. it's, that album set an impossible bar. It's beautifully recorded in analog and digital and it's just all of the highest things you can do with music. This is the heights of gaming now. So they've set these lofty bars and goals now that I don't know if we're going to see anybody reach for a little bit. To be able to make music that well, recorded that well, or make a game that looks this good with this well thought out with the story. Everything really clicked for me. I haven't seen anything quite like that in a while.
So to get a little deeper in the online mode.
Yes.
You start off with Lamar, you do your little races, whatever, and then they let you go free. So there's certain parts in the map that, everyone's played it at this point. So, you have your points on the map that you can access to do deathmatch, team deathmatch, races.
You can also access everything from the start menu on your phone and stuff.
I was getting there.
Oh.
Dan's rubbed me on the shoulder.
I'm so excited.
Dan was ready to burst. He's
just
like,
foaming at the mouth.
Dan was ready to burst. He's like, we're talking about GTA tonight for a majority of the podcast, right? I'm like, yeah, Dan, you'll have your segment.
I haven't really had an intelligent conversation about this game with anybody yet. I've been talking to my high roommates for 4 days.
Just basically that conversation gets down to like, yeah, bro, amazing.
Yeah, bro, it's awesome.
It's pretty sick, bro, right?
Yeah, just how do you think of the art design? Awesome.
Sick.
Just awesome.
Like, you get points for punching hookers, right? Like, the news argument.
Wow, I can't believe how good punching looks in this game. It's the best punch in a video game in so long.
Yeah, it is really good.
The animation, I noticed right away.
Do you hear, we keep detracting from points because Dan just wants...
There's so many things that are amazing in it.
So you could go around the map, right? Or you could access these points. I was getting to races.
Yes,
races can be had in cars and bikes. Can you do running races?
There's a marathon in it. I don't know if there's running.
I know there's
races,
bicycle.
Definitely bicycle.
Parachute races. Pretty much you name it except for on your feet, and you can race in it. Jet ski, plane, chopper. I think chopper. I don't know if I saw chopper.
Yeah.
There's a lot of races. You can also just chill in free roam mode and level up that way, knock off convenience stores with friends and take the money. You have to make sure that you deposit your money into your account via internet.
Or you can get it stolen.
Right. Anything above $5,000 in your pocket, you can get stolen from people from free roam mode.
This game is laden with those subtleties of if you're in this sort of thing, this can happen. If you shoot the car in this way, it won't blow up, but it will blow up if you do this. And it's so much trial and error and learning the subtleties of the engine. There's a lot that goes into this. The online play is incredibly nuanced because of this and being good at killing random people.
I like how it's difficult.
I love it. Oh, I'm so excited about the challenge. I haven't had a game that's freaking hard in a while. It's kind of nice to be on somewhere and really get your ass kicked at level 1. You're fucking a peon.
I can't wait for Dark Souls 2. Speaking of that.
Yeah, that's pretty exciting too. I can't wait to see Greg play Dark Souls 1 and consume booze. That's
yeah, we still got to do that.
That's around the corner.
Hey, Greg, explain what we're gonna do. Did we talk about this yet?
Josh, hold on to that.
Did I just pop the bubble?
You did. You popped it.
Well, go ahead, Greg. I'll let you talk about it. Josh, hold your thoughts.
No, it's fine. I mean,
I got it.
Maybe this will actually get us to do it that you brought it up. So I've never played Dark Souls. I've never even seen Dark Souls until these guys started showing it to me. And I thought it'd be a fun idea to sit me down with a controller. And originally it was shots of liquor. Every time I died, I'd take a shot.
You would be dead.
But then we realized that it wouldn't last very long. So I think we're going to do shots of beer just till I can't function anymore.
Which will be within the first half hour of the game.
Probably.
But that's a good podcast.
But that's
listen
great.
To Greg turn it into a pile of mush for half an hour.
That would be an amazing podcast. Oh my god.
Well, we're probably going to either live stream it or just record it as a produced video.
No, we're going to sell it to MTV.
Drink or die.
Drink or die.
Dark Soul, drink souls.
Hashtag
drink souls.
Hashtag drink souls.
Okay.
Drunk souls.
Drunk souls. Okay, Josh.
That was thanks, Josh. With your brilliance.
That's why they pay me the big
ad
bucks.
Agency. You madman.
Oh, God, I should have. God damn it. Pinching asses as secretaries.
Oh, I wish.
You guys see the new Fox newsroom?
Yes.
No.
Have you seen it?
It's 55-inch touchpads and they sit right in front of
it.
It
looks like an onion thing. It doesn't even look real.
I haven't seen it.
It's the new Fox newsroom. They have all of the journalists have these huge 55-inch touchscreen iPad TVs in front of them, and they're just the video of them, and they're all just like moving like art, like
It's like Minority Report. They're trying to be Minority Report.
They have
stupid.
They have a Minority Report thing ripoff, but the people themselves are sitting in the silliest things. But they do have a screen that acts like the Minority Report. It's funny
Sort of.
you mention that.
You have to use like a remote still for it.
They're definitely going for that. But these poor people that go on camera have to sit in front. It's like sitting in front of a 1080p 60-inch television, like right in front of your eyes.
It's like my TV, literally in front of you, like a desk, and you're just moving your hands around on it.
Yeah,
Like
suntan.
you probably could.
Oh, it was a great time, everybody.
GTA Online, guys. Dan,
Yes,
you played a lot of GTA Online.
I played a lot of GTA Online.
I'm just egging Dan on at this point. So Dan,
yeah, it was
GTA.
fantastic. It was like I was saying, it was great to join somewhere and kind of be handled hard. People were fucking amazing right off the bat. It always seems like that happens with online games. You log on for the first day and everybody is like from Japan and they're experts at video games. Yes, Josh?
Before we got sidetracked, I was going to say, one of my favorite things about playing GTA Online is having all these people, because GTA Online has always been the single player experience where you have basically everyone learning their own way to like play these games.
Yeah.
And so one of my favorite things is when I end up in a random lobby on a mission, and like, this is the perfect example, is we were going to go steal drugs from these guys on the pier. And I drive out with these 3 different people that obviously I've never met before. I'm in the car with someone. All 3 of them are driving different cars. And they pull up to the drug spot. And I get out of the car and I go to like a vantage point to shoot these guys. And so like I pop out, I pop one in the head, and simultaneously 3 cars descend in and run over everyone. Like run over them, back out, run over someone else, like a coordinated dance. And I just kind of sit there amazed. There's one guy remaining, so I shoot him, being like, hey, I contributed. And like walk down, someone gets out, gets the drugs, I hop back in the car, and they drive back to their area. And I was just like, this is the way they've always played this game. They're like, shoot people, fuck that. And they just run people over and have gotten amazing at it.
My problem with it so far is that I haven't played with a whole bunch of friends yet. Like I've only played with like 1 or 2. I played with Sean for a little while, and I almost pissed myself. Having bike races is like the funniest fucking thing in the world. This game has the what's it called? Unity, right? It's the Unity engine.
I don't know.
Oh, anyway. I probably sound stupid if it's not. I'm pretty sure it's Unity. The physics in this game and the random happenstance allows for some really hilarious moments.
Yeah.
So I'd really like to get a lobby of like 10, and like we have 12 people in our crew. So I feel like we should get everybody on just once everything's ironed out. Because like we said earlier, Josh, I tried to play with Tyler and you, and people are still, when I was playing before they patched, when we used to join up in lobbies, I guess people with different NAT types would get dropped.
Yeah.
And it was kind of frustrating.
Tyler ran into a big problem because me and him are playing from the same router. So I'm sure that caused problems in and of itself.
Right.
But he kept getting booted from games. And then because he'd get booted for as missions were beginning or in the middle of missions, his player rating would go down. They'd be like, oh, fuck this guy. And so after playing for half a day, he got a dock to his player rating. And so then people were just booting him from games because they see that he was a bad sport. He had the bad sport thing. And so they got to figure out a way to wipe that slate clean.
They really should not have implemented this bad sports shit until after they figured out how their fucking servers work.
Exactly.
That's very frustrating. I'm going to keep going on the delight of it, though. I've had very little bad experience. I've had very little downtime. I haven't been booted. It's been easy for me. I got lucky in the first crop of these online players.
After a while of being a good sport, they sent me some money.
Yeah,
I got that too.
I get $1,000 every couple of hours.
Yeah.
To be fair, it seems like basically these problems are one of every 5, maybe. It seems like most people I talk to, it seems like people are having pretty good experiences, and then you go on Twitter and all the negativity just feeds right into that social media.
Well, the thing is, nobody posts ever about good experiences.
Exactly,
Yelp is filled with people who are mad, not people who are like, "Hi, it's such a great meal that I need to write about it on the internet." Everyone goes on the internet to be mad. So it's like a kind of a weird filter to get a response of what's going on.
Sure.
Everyone who likes it is just enthralled and too busy playing the freaking game.
I'm sure that's what they do too. Is they They look at Twitter, see that people hate it. They look at, I'm sure they're getting a reading on the servers. And they're like, well, enough people love it that our servers keep crashing. So I think we're all right.
Yeah, they're fine. They're going to be just fine. I've had a good goddamn time in it. It's all about finding a new session that has like a lot of people in it.
And then marathoning like 10 games in a row or so, right?
Yeah. I mean, I've had so much fun. Even if you just talk to people, like I haven't played with any of the AwayCast folks here, my BFFs. We haven't really gotten together just yet because it's so new. We've all have busy schedules. We'll all have our time. But I'm just talking to strangers on the internet. If you just like get all buddy with somebody, yo, bro, let's go rob these bitches. Let's do this shit. Let's do
that's part of the magic of when online first became a thing, like playing Mech Warrior.
Right.
Like just making, not so much making friends, but just knowing that like it's a complete stranger that you're cooperating with. There's some sort of like romanticism to that.
Yeah,
like personal romance.
It's pretty well encouraged in GTA here. In fact, it's very polarized. You get both. There's the bloodthirsty maniacs most of the time in the free mode, but that like people will be civil sometimes and then be very cooperative. And when you work together and talk a little bit,
well,
talking always takes the edge off.
And GTA is so perfect for this because GTA has always been about that like emergent gameplay. It's like, yes, there's a mission that like, is roughly constructed, but it's not about the mission. It's about how the cops get on your tail and you duck into an alley to lose them. And suddenly a cop sees you. So you drive your car right into a wall. You got to hop out of your car. You're on foot. You hop over a fence. You shoot someone. You take their car. You drive over a bridge. And like one of my favorite moments that I've had playing thus far is like me and Tyler did that mission where you got to blow up all the cars in the dealership.
Yeah.
And so we like put all these cars together. We luckily had a little bit of gas left over in our gas cans. So we like do a half circle of gas around like these 10 cars all piled in the middle.
You didn't just throw one grenade like a boss?
We didn't have any grenades. We didn't have any grenades. All we had was this gas.
I didn't know I was talking to a super nub.
So we like put this like gas around there and like the cops are coming. So I'm like, Ty, get out of here. And Ty shoots the gas. He gets in his car. For some reason, instead of going around the like cars that are about to explode, he drives through the dealership. He gets 3/4 out of the way and all of them explode at once.
Right.
And
you
like,
make some
so
dumb
he just
decisions under stress. You can't help it.
Oh yeah, and he just barely makes it out of there. I'm like, "Are you alive?" And he's like, "I'm okay. I'm in the car. I'm being chased by the cops." And I'm like, "Okay, well, I don't have a wanted level, so I just like meander over to some poor lady's car, throw her out, get in, like just slowly drive back to the dealership."
Man,
but
we have to schedule time. Awesome. We have to schedule time to all play together because
it's been great, even with just strangers. If we do this together, it's gonna be fucking amazing.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I just remember having experience even in the Halo days where we'd have like 8 people, one person would drop, we'd wait 20 minutes to get the other person in.
Yeah.
When there's more people, there's more margin for like error and wait times. But I guess when it all comes together, you have moments like Josh is talking about.
That I think to coordinate like a 12-person 5-star wanted level would be the most amazing thing you could do.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen the epic, crazy stuff yet. A little bit of it. There's just so much to see. It's gonna be there's like when you can really max this game out. But all the time I've spent has been awesome. I've seen crazy shit, like just people mowing each other down with helicopter fights and missiles. I rob people who are robbing liquor stores themselves all the time. That's fun.
Yo, dog.
I heard you like robberies.
We're gonna
I'll rob you while you're robbing the liquor store, and I'll go rob you again.
Yo, let's go to Los Santos Customs.
Los Santos Customs is a real dangerous playground. There's always like 3 or 4 people fixing their cars. There's some real wars that can go down in there in the online.
Yeah.
My routine online, now that I've at first I grinded. I figured out the first night that you could play online, you could replay missions. You just press the replay button and like solo play. So I was just playing like $5,000 missions over and over and over and like figured out.
Oh, that's smart. That's what I should have done.
Yeah, and so I figured out how to beat like methed up in like 2 minutes, and I just did it all night and made like a
there was one mission that I jumped in a little grind session with. That sounds bad. With
no, we get it.
I got into a grind session with a couple of strangers, and
it's like the dirt orgy in Zoolander.
There was a mission where you had to get coke from like this under the underpass,
the pier.
No, but it was $9,000 every time.
Right. Okay, I know that.
I just played that
running
today.
that one. That's the one to grind, I think now.
Yeah. I can only grind it like 5 times tops. I can't anymore.
This game satisfies something for me so well that I'll grind for hours. I just enjoy it. I was robbing liquor stores.
Do you think it's catching you with its RPG elements in a way, like you're leveling, so it feels like you're?
Well, I only did it. No, I had a very, very clear goal. It was its goal orientedness that did it for me. I wanted the fastest car. After I experienced the online and got like owned by people right away, it's like, fuck this. I want better guns and I want a faster car than them because I want to come in and kill everybody and get the bounties and like be awesome. Mm-hmm. So I did a little bit of research and figured out like how the cheapest, best car I could find, like what that grace period was, that perfect spot. And there's the Cabri F9 or 9F. It's like $130,000 on the legendary website car place, and it's like basically maxed out. It's like a supercar at 130 grand, and it's if you can find enough money to buy that, you will be faster than everybody else on the map right now. At this point, nobody has a better car than that. So I can I'm running this circle when I play of like being faster than everybody, so I can go run down every bounty that comes up and like kill the bounty guy and then rob a liquor store, and then I usually sell cars. You know, you like grab the Gallivanter. I think that car is always like $9 grand. So I'm doing this like circle of killing bounties, robbing liquor stores, stealing cars, and just raking up money.
Yo, bro, sounds like you got a beat on it, son.
I got a beat going. I got a sick beat. It's my
Rob
grind.
the car, get the cash, get the girl, get the money. Let's go.
That's how I play GTA.
The life is the life for me.
Anything goes wacky or goes weird, I have a crazy car on insurance, and I can just get it back anytime. And if it gets weird, I'm separated from my car. You just run a mission and it starts you back with your car in a cool place, and you can either do the mission or quit it. But I figured out how to make mad money, and that's been a lot of fun. You can buy all the crazy guns, and the game, fighting other players is fun. It's it's really intense and really difficult, and you can get headshots really quickly.
See, I'm more of a fan of co-op. I want to co-op missions.
I like it both. That's, in a nutshell, this GTA 5 is how do they do all of these mechanics and make them so damn good?
Right.
It's co-op, it's single player, it's madness, it's not. It's like you could do every... they're really finally becoming a true sandbox
So,
game.
Dan, what would you rate GTA? What would you rate it?
It gets a full 5 stars.
I was hoping we got to go with a wacky rating system. That's our thing.
7.5 popcorns.
Popcorns, okay.
Out
of
2 bluebirds out of 5 popcorns. 5 empty bags of popcorn.
Oh, so it's going through your rating system.
Yeah.
2.5 over.
Yeah. Well, there was a little too much popcorn for the bags.
Okay, and then some overflowed.
Yeah.
But can you get refills?
Yeah, well, you can. So that's how it's 7.5.
Are you sneaking? You're sneaking a little bit out of the machine just straight into your mouth. You're just eating.
Do you get a large Coke, or are you worried because you have to go to the bathroom?
Well, you can. This game's so good you can drink your pee after the bathroom. So it's infinite Coke ratings.
I would drink my own pee.
You would get diabetes too.
I would drink my own pee after, I don't know, Super Mario Sunshine.
That's how much you like that game?
I wasn't a big fan of Super Mario Sunshine.
You were just thinking about drinking your pee. Well, that's my rating on GTA.
I think the sunshine
you can print that.
Sunshine is what led to pee. Golden showers.
Yeah, Super Mario Golden Showers.
Speaking of Mario, they showed
working title.
They showed some new gameplay of Super Mario 3D World, which looks fantastic.
I like Mario.
What do you think, Josh?
Does Mario still go?
You got the kitty outfit. This is
okay.
It's the combo of all the outfits, right? I mean, this is what this game is. It's going to be the ultimate outfit game.
What was the sock called, everybody? The green sock? Super Mario Bros. 3? Which Josh didn't play. I heard that last time. What the fuck, Josh?
That's very strange.
You're gonna do a video game podcast?
He's gonna play it when he comes this weekend.
You guys are not the only ones to give me shit for this, of course. I realized I have played 3. I don't think I played 1 and 2. Which 2 is like Doki Doki Panic anyways.
Wait, you didn't play Mario 1? The first Mario game for Nintendo?
Yeah, I don't think I played that one. I think I played 3.
You don't think you played that? What the fuck?
I had the raccoon tail and all that stuff.
Tanuki suit?
Tanuki, yeah. But what was the green hoppy sock? Did that have a name? That's a tough one. That's some deep trivia.
I don't remember the name.
You know what I'm talking about, though,
yeah,
right?
The sock with the crank on it.
World 7, green, cool world.
Yeah, I know it.
Josh, you maybe have that memory deep in the recesses of your half-addled brain there. Could be.
Well, Super Mario 3D World, it looked okay at E3 or wherever they showed it. Did they show it at E3? Yeah, right? They announced it at E3.
Yeah, it was at E3. Yeah,
It looked okay, and then they just showed footage at, was it Gamescom or was it EB?
was it not TGS?
Was it TGS? I don't know. It could have been TGS. One of the yeah, I guess
It
we'll
was
say
recent. It was
TGS.
super recent.
I'll say TGS, but it looks fantastic. It reminds me of playing Super Mario 64 all over again. I have not played it yet, obviously, but I was saying to the guys earlier, if you need a reason to buy a Wii U, this kind of looks like it.
That's awesome. I'm so pretty excited about it. I mean, is it pretty much Mario's the best Nintendo games every console?
Well, he's also in most games too.
Right, so he's spread pretty thin. It's got one of those have got to be.
But this is an actual.
He's a great agent. That agent is fucking working overtime. Make sure he's
like
in it.
him and Miley Cyrus must have the same marketing agent.
It seems like
probably.
It seems like he like they wanted to go more of a single player feel on this demo that they showed, because the other ones that showed multiplayer and it was just like 4 guys running around, very confusing. Now that they focused on the single player aspect of it, it made it look like the Mario that everybody always wanted, like just enough 3D and just enough side scrolling to make it like the perfect hybrid Mario game.
I love that they're doing this now. Nintendo's doing quite a few of these, maybe halfway between isometric and something else. You know, the Wonderful 101. Right. They're taking like, you know, very advanced games consoles and toning down like the 3D interaction to make a fun, you know, game with a fixed angle or something like that. I always wanted to see more of this sort of thing.
It seems that's exactly right. It seems like
taking
that's
it down a notch in the style of game, but fulfilling it 110%.
I think Nintendo's being forced to think a different way.
I agree.
And with games like the Wonderful 101, even though it wasn't critically acclaimed, it still made them have new IP that was at least different enough to give them ideas for their current IP. Like you're saying, like maybe some of the influence from Wonderful 101 or Pikmin or anything like that had an influence on the creation of a new Mario game.
Yeah.
Because the game does look very pretty and there's a lot of returning Mario stuff in it. I don't know. It doesn't
This Mario is out this holiday season, right?
Yeah, actually it launches the same day as Xbox One.
Jesus.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck they're
this
thinking,
holiday
right?
season is going to be mad.
I would that's the thing. Like, yeah, because you said this is the game to buy the Wii U for, and I'm like, well, fuck, like, so, and like next spring is when I'll finally get around to playing Mario, Super Mario 3D Land.
Jeez.
At that point, you're gonna be so immersed in new generation consoles that you're gonna be like, fuck.
Yeah.
I don't want to go back to this, but
God damn it.
But what's up with that?
I'll do it.
They're having it launched the same day as Xbox One. Like, guys, you have an ace up your sleeve. Why are you doing this? Like, why not wait? I know they want to get it in under the holiday deadline there, and they want to get it in for Black Friday or whatever, but what the fuck?
It's not like the 1.5 million people who own Nintendo Wii U's aren't gonna, buy it. Even they could release that game like June 22nd and everyone would run and buy it. Like, it doesn't matter when they release that game.
This does look great. I'm watching some gameplay footage. It looks like everything.
Yeah, it really looks fantastic. They also, I mean, speaking of, I guess we're getting into news at this point, but they announced Sonic for Super Smash Brothers.
That's cool.
He's not already in it? What do you mean?
Sonic the Hedgehog is now going to be in Super Smash for the first time.
No, he's not. He's already in it. He's in the one for Wii.
Is he?
Yeah, I played. Yes.
Oh, then you know
1,000%.
Okay.
I was just playing on
I didn't play the one on Wii, so maybe that's why I sound like an idiot. But they confirmed. But they did a confirmation video for like Luigi. So
Luigi's been in it for a little while.
I know, but they do these confirmation videos that are like whoever. So they did it for Sonic. So Sonic is guaranteed in, as well as Mega Man. Speaking of Mega Man, Mighty Number 9.
Mega Man's new. That's awesome.
Mega Man's new.
That's cool.
But Inafune said that they're doing the Mighty Number 9. For Xbox One and PS4.
Oh.
Yeah. Next gen.
Yeah.
And isn't it coming? It's coming to handhelds as well. I think it's coming to the Vita.
I would not be surprised. I guess it does come to the Vita by default if it's going to be on PlayStation 4, right?
Yeah.
Metal Gear Solid is going both consoles, new and old generation? Is that what you said?
5, you mean?
Yes.
I don't know. I know it's coming to Xbox One and PS4.
Oh, yeah.
It's going cross-platform. I don't know if it's going cross-gen.
I'm very excited for that game.
So, going along with the news, Sleeping Dogs. Today, there's some news that there's going to be a sequel for Sleeping Dogs.
Yikes. I thought it was being released. It'd be a terrible time to release any kind of sandbox game right now.
Oh yeah, no, I mean like I guess they're in development or beginning or something. Well, Sleeping Dogs was just different enough, and in Hong Kong to like separate itself from what GTA is anyway.
You guys liked it,
especially
Yeah, I
that
thought it was
like that
fantastic.
Arkham City style kung fu combat. I thought was a really nice niche for that game to fill.
Yeah,
Cool.
the
Right.
combat was really great. Like the hand-to-hand stuff, it was handled very, very well
Actually,
for an open world game.
yeah.
Whenever we're doing chase scenes in GTA, I always get that like because in Sleeping Dogs you can step out of your car and literally jump to the other car and then like get in that car and take over that car. You can leapfrog your way through cars, and that was
wow.
like whenever I play GTA, I'm always like, oh god, this is the perfect time to use this, but I can't.
Fuck
Right.
yeah.
It's
GTA is so brutal with their like limiting. That game is limited.
You're trying
in
to
that way.
put me
You're
in a
like,
reality or something? Fuck this.
Fuck you with your realistic physics.
God.
I want to.
Next thing you're gonna put me in a
around
plane,
like-
I'm gonna have to actually fly a plane. God damn it.
I want to be Arnold Schwarzenegger in everything I play. Come on.
If it's not the Expendables 2, I don't want to play it.
Also, EB had their annual conference, and they showed a bunch of stuff, but the most striking to me was they did a 20-minute stage presence for Respawn. So Titanfall had a big presence, and they showed everything up until this new kind of like gameplay trailer, I think, that they showed off. And god damn, that game looks so good.
Titansfall.
Josh played it,
Yeah. You
but
talked about that a little while ago.
after he got back from where'd you go, Josh?
Do you
Space.
think that was at PAX Prime?
PAX Prime, yeah.
You think that's going to be at Comicon? That would be amazing if it's at
Okay,
Comicon.
so I looked at the floor plan at Comicon. Let me see if I can remember here. I told you, Greg, like who was there.
Really
I forgot.
planning a
that.
heist like
Yeah.
Michael in GTA right now.
Um,
You're like Lester.
Nintendo has a booth.
Okay.
Square Enix has a booth.
They wouldn't be releasing anything else besides another MMO goddamn Final Fantasy, right?
Yeah, that's going to be a Final Fantasy 14 booth.
Yeah, it will be.
That would be my guess, I guess I'll say.
Do you guys think they're ever going to make a good Final Fantasy again?
Nah,
Is it done?
it's done.
It's done.
It
It's done,
won't,
right?
and nothing that'll ever feel like what we, like 7 or 9 or 10. That's just gone.
Well,
I
let's
think
be happy
with-
they happened.
I think with 8, it was good because it was different at the time to use actual people.
Yeah.
And then they went back to 9 and started using like animal-esque people, and then when
Different art
in
direction,
10
yeah.
in 10 they finally committed to the
To
realistic
people realism.
and
And I think that's really been choking them.
it took the wind out of the sails. Although Final Fantasy, 14, A Realm Reborn is getting quite some acclaim. It's doing very well.
Guess we're gonna find out about Comic-Con. Give me your best shot, Square Enix. What do you got?
Just step up there and be like, all right, let's see what this is all about.
And they'll have Japanese
Show me your
girls.
14.
Capcom.
Boobs.
Actually, we might be able to see Dead Rising because Capcom's going to be there.
That's
cool.
fun. They got to make this one big. It's got to be awesome now.
Well, it does look great
Yeah.
so far for a launch title. I definitely that appeals to me more than
That was a launch title the first time around, wasn't it?
no
Close? First year?
close window. Yeah, maybe.
Less than the first year. I
Maybe
remember that being
06.
pretty early in the cycle.
Yeah, it was pretty early.
Yeah. Not a launch, right?
But I don't. Was Dead Rising 1 an exclusive? I don't know.
thought so.
I think it was.
I guess
I
so.
thought they were always been exclusive.
I guess so. Oh. And then there's like 3 more companies. There's also some booths that haven't been claimed in the immediate video game area. So I'm assuming that maybe some people don't want to disclose who they are.
Greg brought it up last week, but do you think there's going to be an Oculus Rift booth?
If there is, one of us is going to have to get online because it's going to be long.
I want to do the roller coaster on the Oculus Rift.
You
so
see those
bad.
videos online?
I want to do it so bad.
There's videos of people trying to stand up with it. There's like a whole like compilation of them, and everybody just falls on their ass right
Yeah,
away.
it's so disorienting.
Knocks you right off
I don't
your
know what
balance.
they're going to do, man. That seems like law in this country. It looks like lawsuits waiting to happen.
There's
Like somebody's going to try to sue Oculus Rift.
I'm sure
like
they're in
gonna
touch with lawyers that
Yeah,
are trying.
that's probably what's taking a while. They just need to have like the perfect legalese. So just like if you're an idiot and you try to walk around with this fucking blindfold on your face, you can't do anything.
Well, there's no way that game doesn't come with, or that system doesn't come with a fucking pamphlet that just says, "Hey, don't be a dumbass," in 18 different lanlanguages.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
and
that's
heart
one of-
conditions and any kind of physical disability that inhibits you from using it properly, or
Damn it, this is America.
shawarma,
Yeah, I was gonna
virtual
say,
reality,
all
whatever.
they need is one language on there,
Americanese.
Americanese.
So this weekend, I don't know, I guess Friday, I don't know what night you guys want to podcast, but we're gonna
All day, every day.
because I figure Saturday will be our party day, right? We're gonna go out for a little bit.
Yeah.
Saturday in New York City, Comicon, yeah.
Wait, where are we going?
Out,
I gotta be home by 7 for bed.
That's fair.
Okay.
So we'll start partying at 3.
I gotta
Is
make
that
sure
cool?
I'm home in time to TiVo my shows.
My Mr.
I gotta
Golden
see
Girls
my
this
stories.
I got to get my programs. So there will be actually a hefty video game presence. Usually it's 2 or 3 booths. I think last year was Lost Planet, Darkstalkers, Assassin's Creed, something. We talked about it last week, didn't we, Greg? Because Ni no Kuni was there.
Yeah.
Tomb Raider, Hitman.
There's a lot of new games there last time.
Yeah, it seems like they're
I'm sure
actually
there's going to be stuff there that's not on that list.
there will be a bigger presence this year as well. I'm sure indie games are going to have some boosts, maybe names I didn't even recognize, maybe some new studios.
I think we're going to get hands-on with some new consoles this year. I think we're going to get to hold the controllers and
You think
play
so?
some
I'm
I'm
games.
gonna get
yeah.
hands-on with some booth gals.
Oh yeah,
That's why I go.
That's what I go for.
I bring my spy cameras.
I bring my upskid camera and I put it on my shoe.
Yeah.
you guys are too new school. I just put a mirror on my cane.
On the bottom of it.
On the bottom looking upwards.
Oh.
Yeah, look at
Yeah.
that. These kids put
I
your
put a camera in a pill and it can swallow and get doing footage of her intestines and coming out of its sphincter.
So I saw Dan he slid me a picture of that Fox News.
How good is that?
It doesn't look like those touch screens are really big. It looks like they're really small people on iPads.
Trying to work it. They got shrunk by the Wicked Witch.
Fucking Greta Van Susteren shrunk everybody.
Just walk into the staff meeting like, "Hey, what's that giant ray gun for?" About to find out.
Really Wonka.
All right, now use this iPad. Open up the
I
Fox
call
News.
it iPad vision. Look at it is like that. It is exactly what it looks like.
You guys have to really see this if you haven't seen it
If you
yet.
just haven't Googled Fox New Newsroom, they got a new newsroom.
It's like Santa's
this week.
workshop. It's like they're building iPads for kids.
It's their sad ass attempt to be like, well, this generation likes Twitter and iPads and smartphones and tablets, so let's just put them everywhere and make it look like an iPod app. The entire background of our fucking studio. These journalists are looking at 4 Twitters at a time on their 55-inch LCD TV.
And they also have these huge TVs on the wall that just show Twitter stories that they're working on figuring out if they're confirmed true or not, and then Twitter stories that have been confirmed true.
What a job.
This is journalism now.
Yeah.
It's over.
We have breaking
over.
news at Twitter.
At XOXO Sweetie Pie says that there was a mugging and it was not on the confirmed list yet.
We
but
dig deeper as video game fans than journalists do, as professionals in the real world that matters.
It's like that one dude. Do you ever read that review for Borderlands 2, Josh?
Oh yeah, that the guy from the Wall Street Journal did.
Yes, it is the
He's
best
like-
review I've
he's
ever read
like,
in my
"This
life.
isn't Call of Duty. I don't really like it."
You have to read it.
It's a really like a guy who should know better, who's in the creative arts.
He
right?
writes-
He went up to his kid and he's like, "Hey Joe, I got this Borderlands 2. You want to play with me?" He's like, "Fuck you, Dad." He's like, "Oh, I don't like this game anymore."
Exactly. He's like, he writes the fucking video game column for the Wall Street Journal, and he doesn't know what the hell he's doing. Like, why don't I
He's
have
like
his job?
Wow.
He's going to Reddit trying to do research. He's like, "Oh, I don't know what this game is."
Jesus,
yeah,
so
it
it
was
was a
bad.
total train wreck. That's the best they could do.
Speaking of kids, we'll close off on this note. I brought it up to you guys earlier, but apparently some kid posted some more videos of an Xbox One being unboxed, and he's like, "Hey guys, so this is Xbox One. So I have a headset. This is the headset. It says Xbox One on it.
It's totally splayed out in his bed. He's like, "Oh, here's all the stuff. I guess I'll start with the headset. This is the most interesting thing in the bunch."
Then right there's the controller. There it is. There's triggers on the back, and so basically someone on Reddit said, I'll take no credit for this, but basically it's just this kid saying like, haha, I have it before you, because we're not learning anything new from this unboxing video than we haven't already seen.
Yeah, you've seen it in person. It's nothing there. He didn't even turn it on. He didn't even plug it in. Just show the disc tray opened or the UI or anything. Come on, kid.
So I know if you're going to lose your dad's job, you might as well do it with style.
If you're going to ruin your family, at least help the internet out.
I know.
It must have been really, like, I'd love to be a fly on the wall when dad came home and he must have done that thing, like, basically like when you discover a dead body in your house, he's just like, oh no. Just rocking back and forth in a chair.
He did that thing, where you beat your kids.
Just threw him down the stairs.
Well, the first kid who did it months ago actually showed the UI and he was like, yeah, guys, follow my YouTube videos. Like, and he had his personal actual name on the YouTube site. He showed his face on the camera, like, haphazardly, just excitedly, just showing everything he can. Like, I was
It's really awesome. At the end of the video, you can see a little red laser dot over his forehead as he's wrapping up.
Somebody saw the Breaking Bad finale.
Whoa.
Oh, spoilers.
What?
I didn't watch it.
Everyone dies. Everyone dies.
I didn't watch it.
I want to say something about it. Oh, wait, I'll save my opinion.
I tried talking about it last week.
We're through this topic.
I tried talking about it last week.
Oh,
I don't know if you heard on the podcast. I brought it up and everyone was like, we don't watch that show because we don't like to be told to watch shows, and everybody tells everybody to watch this show.
Fine, whatever.
If anybody's like that, Craig, it's you. Why don't you watch any of the shows that people tell you to watch?
Like what?
Boardwalk.
Also, you guys were wrong.
HBO.
Game of Thrones.
I don't have HBO.
Boardwalk.
I don't have HBO.
You should watch them.
I don't have fucking the channel.
You should watch them, though.
Shut up. You're.
I don't know how to use the internet. I don't know how to do any of that stuff.
I'm lazy and no. Do you ever thought about that? Oh, you guys said something wrong. You brought up Salute Your Short. No, you didn't bring up Salute Your Short. Somebody asked what color was a giraffe's tongue, and it's black.
Blue. It's blue. It's a big
They're
blue
blackish
tongue.
blue.
In the show, in Salute Your Shorts, the answer to the radio question is
Greg's
blue.
right, I think.
It's blue, man. I'm telling you. I know
black.
Sponge.
It's
All
black.
right.
It's black.
It's in the show, at least.
It's not
blue.
black, though. It's like
The answer was black.
No, it wasn't. They asked the counselor, I forget his name.
Ugg.
And Ugg goes, I
No,
remember
that's
as a
not Ugg.
boy, I looked up at the giraffe and a big blue tongue.
Are we searching? Are we searching?
Look it up.
Maybe.
Use your
That'll be
smartphone.
a grand finale. Oh,
Just tweet it.
all right,
Well, we could just tweet it and have Fox News take care of it for us.
I also forgot to mention on a sad note. On a sad note, Tom Clancy passed away this week.
Yeah. Hunt for Red October was a really cool movie.
Yeah.
Tom Clancy, best known for his novel Jurassic Park.
Rainbow Six was cool.
Michael Crichton presents Rainbow Six Vegas. Yeah, so it's a shame that he went. I never read any Tom Clancy books, but I know he influenced his games
Okay, so
quite a bit.
obviously Tom Clancy had a lot of novels that were turned into movies, and he had a lot of games that he. What exactly did he do for those games? He just
He
thought
did
up
all
the
the
ideas.
art, programmed all the games, did all the voice acting.
Tom Clancy was a master level
Rainbow
video
Six is
game
pretty rough.
disaster. He was running Steam for a little while. He was running Valve before Gabe Newell took it over.
I just
Yeah, he's
remember
incredible.
when those games came out, I was just like, is there a Splinter Cell book that I missed somewhere? Where the fuck did this come from?
Tom Clancy wrote, like espionage B stories, and they were absolutely perfect for shitty movies and video games. So,
But a lot of the games were
pretty good. Couple of pretty good movies. Hunt for Red October is a pretty cool movie.
the games are based on universes that he created through all those books.
Yeah.
Like especially Future Soldier and a lot of the future espionage stuff. I know, as well as the current stuff. I mean, I only know that through reading on the internet and not reading any of his novels. So,
Yeah.
But if he influenced any of the great, like Graw or Rainbow Six, or if he had a hand in on any of that stuff being created, then it helped shape modern gaming as we know it in a military sense. So
yeah,
For sure.
he wrote some cool stuff.
just anytime a creative leaves this earth, it's always a little shitty.
But he's going to the next Earth.
The next
He's gonna write
I'm
espionage
sure-
novels in the great sky.
I'm sure the thing that really, really plagued him as he lay on his deathbed was the fact that the Division isn't finished yet. That's what he said. He grabbed his son and pulled him close, and he's like, just make sure that the Division doesn't suck. And then he let him go.
make sure The app works well with Xbox and PlayStation.
Tell them to super load the servers before I die.
I like how he's going down in a blaze of glory and not in his sleep or something.
Yeah.
Like he's got guns all around him. He's facing a firing squad. Freedom!
Just sweating like over his laptop while they're shooting at him. Like, I must finish.
So this week we have Beyond Two Souls coming out tomorrow. I thought that The Wolf Among Us comes out this week, but Josh said that it's just October sometime, so it could be this week. Look out for that. That's Telltale's new jam.
We might have an insider scoop for you, but we don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's going to be this week. So you heard that
Street cred?
You heard that here first on the AwayCast, and if we're wrong, hey, whatever. Who cares? Right?
Get some top secret information.
But The Wolf Among Us is Telltale's new jam, like I just said, and it's episode 1, more episodic content. The guys who brought you The Walking Dead, the good one, not the Norman Reedus shitty one. So
You mean the novels, the graphic novels?
No. The Telltale's adventure game.
Oh,
Game of the year. Type dealy. I just bought the Fable novels. I'm gonna read them. I'm a couple pages into the first one. Also, I just got Walking Dead book 9, so I'm gonna get into that. And
those Fable graphic novels are a bit of a slow burn. Give them a little bit, and they'll grab you.
Yeah, I'm gonna read the first two collections before I play the game, just to have a lay of the land for characters and setting.
Yeah,
and that'll be good. And The Walking Dead, for Walking Dead fans, the 10-year anniversary for The Walking Dead is Thursday, which is crazy. That's been around for 10 years. Pretty great that Kirkman's been doing that for a while. And
Walking Dead, like as a graphic,
as a comic book. It's been around for 10 years.
Cool.
And it's funny that coincides with Comicon and the return of the show on Sunday. Oh, I'm sure they didn't plan that at all.
Boy, yeah, Comic-Con's gonna be overrun.
It's gonna be so crowded,
so freaking mediocre at the very best. I don't get it.
Yeah. I don't want to talk about it. I am very sore about that show, but whatever. I'm gonna watch it anyway.
Yo, salute your shorts. It's black. I knew it. I said it. I've confirmed it. Like, I haven't found the script or anything, but I read it on 3 different forums that it's black. That he said it's black. That Ugg said it's black.
I remember from the show.
That's cool. You know what's really flawed? People's memories.
Ooh, all right, guys. Thanks for hanging out this week. Dan, how's GTA?
Darth Vader is Walter White's dad.
Okay.
Spoiler. Sorry.
You spoiled it.
That's what I thought
damn
you
it.
said. I said GTA. Oh, GTA is fantastic. You should play it if you haven't. You clearly have. Everybody in the whole world has played the game. $1 billion a day. That's how much money that made.
Come back down. Thanks for hanging out this week, brother.
Happy to be here.
Greg, keep playing GTA. I like what I'm seeing.
Do you see how much I've accomplished this entire time? I'm literally just riding into mountains with cars.
Climbed a mountain, shot a coyote.
This whole time it's been saying, Greg, like really easy shit, like go get clothes, hold up the liquor store,
pull your pants up.
He's been doing triple backflips and like fucking killing hundreds of cops, accomplishing a lot. So Greg, thanks for entertaining.
My pleasure, as always.
Oh, Josh, we'll see you soon, pal. I'll see you on Friday morning.
Yeah, I'm excited. Clearly, it'll be fun.
Yeah, don't embarrass anybody, okay?
I can't make that guarantee.
So guys, check it out again. Check this out, Josh. You can say theawaycast.com now without feeling terrible because I bought the domain.
Yeah, look at that. Slowly but surely, you're gonna buy me being right. Like, you will buy all my inconsistencies. You will cover it with money. It's awesome.
So check us out at AWAcast, the AwayCast, or awaycast.com, at the AwayCast, the AwayCast at gmail.com. Check us out on Facebook and donate to somebody, whether it be me, Josh, or Kate.
Preferably.
Or my PayPal address is GregAndrew@GregAndrew.com, and you guys could just send me money if you want.
Just find me in person and hand me cash. That's fine too.
So you have a lot of options then. So we'll see you at Comicon this weekend, guys. I hope you guys are all going. We're gonna have a good time. I'll see you soon.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye, y'all.